Cool. So, Apocalypse World. We're gonna do it. So who have we got today? We've got our... I saw you get your magical schoolgirl thing in there, Green. I thought you were gonna miss it for once.
Nope.
So we got our Battle Babe Embers, Green our Water Bearer, Sheep or Constantine our Chopper, finally back because you weren't here. You were in the first session and you like barely got to meet any other actual players.
Too cool for them, man. I'm too cool.
I mean, you had a really good scene with our Angel with Scalpel. That was a really good scene, but other than that, you were pretty lone wolf in it. And our new player, although we've played Masks with him already, I'm curious to see if you're like as nice as Evergreen was. Because Evergreen was the sweetest bastard ever. Oh, there's
not the same. Maybe not the same.
Maybe not the same.
Should have had me play. I wanted to be a real asshole. I wanted to just play the delinquent and just be like, I'm smarter than all of you.
Well,
we
kind of had Constantine's Doom filling in our asshole quota mostly until we gave him a micro pig.
I actually have a regular mask game, and the biggest problem of that game is that everybody is just too damn nice to each other. So
that micro pig spoke to me on so many levels.
I know your character seems to do a bit of like lighten up quite a bit when you got a micro pig.
It's like adorable.
I have a reason to live now.
Yeah. It's like my baby.
My baby. Oh, if we play again, I'm gonna kill that fucking pig.
You can't kill me. I got a baby to take care of.
Do not kill that pig.
You're gonna Jessica Jones us and be like, I can't be a superhero anymore. I got a baby.
Got a baby.
Oh, and we've got another random person. Oh, Tobias, our new player. Hey, Tobias.
Hi.
Hi there. We're actually just doing the 4 players today with these 4 here. If you keep an eye on the forums, you'll see like pop-ups. But I'll make sure you and the other fella who's just started, I'll try and get you guys in the next game. Since I'm going to try and get somebody else to start GMing a bit too, so that we can have maybe 2 games a week.
We're running out of playbooks for everybody to have one, right?
Yeah. Well, once we run out of playbooks, I'll probably consider it full for the time being. Unless we end up with a whole bunch of GMs, in which case I could open up maybe a few more again. But I will never have the show, because...
Oh yeah, our Mr. Chopper, would you be okay with me taking like a Chopper as a second playbook once I get my 5th advancement, or is that not cool for you to have like a second Chopper in the world?
It depends really. I mean, because like just out of character, it's like depends on how often I actually get to play, just because of schedules and stuff. So like in that aspect, like it'd be cool to just have one consistently in the world. And on the other hand, like, I don't know how it would go like fictionally. I mean, because obviously, if we're talking about how like the Wolf's gang is actually a big expanse, maybe like you're just another aspect of that gang. Unless you wanted to create your own.
I think it's definitely a different gang Green wants.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're just a out of town. They'd be the out of town barbarians. They'd be like the Mongolians almost, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, and as players, we can like actively try to keep them separated to not like have them.
Yeah.
To not have it become weird, right? So.
I mean, I'm totally down for it. No, I'm
what's a gang war? Come on, people. Yeah. Are we going to keep them apart? Fuck that. I want to see biker on biker action.
You know, like we will eventually go for the gang war, but we need to establish both gangs so we care before it happens. Because if we just have them both in the same game, like no second character this game if you can help it, because that's so many NPCs to introduce and get to know in one session. The gangs are so huge.
You'll just be like the Sons of Anarchy, and we'll be the Daughters of Dictatorship, I guess.
Hey, I mean, like in this world, there's definitely going to be more than one gang. So, like, I'm all for it. I'm just thinking how it's going to work in the fiction.
There's a lot of different roving gangs. So
yeah,
it's totally possible.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm fine with it. You are allowed.
Thank you.
Cool. But maybe wait until the next game, because I don't think it would quite fit in with this one. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my actual five advancements. I'm not gonna cry to my GM about wanting to skip something.
Like I want my guy now.
Yeah.
Are we still filming?
Yes, we are still filming while we just randomly chatter on.
This always happens.
Hi, unfortunate bastards.
Episode that can't happen.
Yeah. I apologize.
This is the kind of stuff you should talk about before you start filming. But you know,
but I always try. But then people wait until I start recording, and then they do it. Or they wait until I'm trying to wrap everything up, and then Green will ask like a very in-depth rule question, and I'll have to like talk about that for 15 minutes and just completely kill the flow. Green. But no,
This is a pre-game talk show.
Yeah, we hope you're enjoying listening to Constantine's smooth tones.
You flatterer.
I know. Right, but yeah, let's get started after we got that out of the way. Or do anyone have anything they want to talk about first? Who's been to the cinema this
questions
week?
and highlights.
Yes, we do need to do that.
Highlights.
I
And
did
also HX with all the people that
history.
haven't played yet.
So yeah, let's get started on all that.
Talk about like where we pick up, but yeah.
Yeah.
I do have NPCs that you might not want to write down if you haven't gotten them already.
Yes, we'll do them while we do your history. But first of all, I want to who here has met before? Ambers has met Green and Constantine, and you've got a really simple question anyway. Green's met Ambers, but you've not met Constantine or Graves. Constantine's met.
No.
All right, so I think Green, Constantine, and Graves, you can ask all your questions, and just ask all your questions when it comes time to history, because there's enough new people here. So Embers, you have a very simple question for Graves, I think.
Yep. And my question is, can I trust you?
You can't trust anybody.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. That's a +3 for you, sir. And that's it, that's my only question.
Where's my fucking water bearer? There we are.
Where's my fucking water bearer?
Fucking water bearer. Green, get out of the closet! Come on! Fucking hell. Asshole.
Ask your damn questions. Oh, by the way, I'm really tired today. I've had like 3 hours sleep, so I'm going to just be mercilessly crappy to all of you. Especially Green, because I just want
As long as you don't take away our catapults.
And I just want Green to crack and swear at me in German. And then I know I've done my job right.
He just wants like sweet German insult.
Look, I don't judge your kinks, but I'm not gonna get involved with them. So.
Then don't play D&D with me.
If you want freaky German sex, like I know people, right? But I'm not part of that scene.
You need to edit that, so it's just the whole video is just Green going, "You want freaky German sex?" I know.
Yes.
I can set you up, mate.
This is getting worse.
What's your
Oh,
history?
Maestro, do you want some action in this club, man?
Playbook, the German sex move. Freaky German sex. Take one harm.
Take one harm and the diseased condition.
That's gross.
Oh, we're traumatizing Tobias while we're here. Excellent. Green, what are your questions?
Oh, my questions are... which one of you once gave me water in the wilderness, real or metaphorical?
Graves is good at getting people things, and definitely if you were in a bad situation, he would help you out for a favor for sure. But
So, you have any ideas about what exactly happened, or? Like, there was definitely time where Green was kind of down on his luck, just wandering the wilderness, not knowing where to go, and that's definitely a place where we could have met.
You were also like a bandit for a while. Like, did you maybe try and rob Graves, and Graves just treated it like a business transaction? Like,
I mean, this one is more about like someone like giving
Showing you
someone water. It
kindness,
feels
yeah.
about like showing kindness to someone who's lost. So I think that this is like after my bandit stage and like during the kind of interim between bandit and water bearer.
Yeah.
I made the trek from North Haverbrook down here. I don't know how far that is, but
It's a fair wee bit. It'd probably take you a couple of days.
yeah, and I've had my fair share of dealing with the wilds and the madness. So maybe I think we helped each other. Like maybe we were both in the woods, and you got to where you were going, and I went to where I was going. I mean,
Yeah, maybe we found each other, and like if we hadn't met, there's a good possibility that one or both of us might not have survived.
Yeah, we both could have gone mad, and maybe we helped each other
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
our sanity. So I kept.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good because Green is all about keeping that sanity. Yeah, I think that's
Graves is
cool.
crazy. So yeah, cool.
And then my second question: which one of you, like me, served the sauce?
I don't think anybody here probably serves your
Yeah,
source,
I don't
to be
think
honest.
either.
These are quite self-motivated people.
I think, look, if I get some of my water down to Graves, maybe he'll serve my sauce. But
What is your source exactly? Like, what does it do?
it's healing water.
Okay, it's
It heals both mind and body, if used correctly. Otherwise, it's mostly just water.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no like manipulative like factors in it, right? Nothing.
No,
I
it
think-
glows nice.
I think the main thing with Green's water is, or at least how I've been picturing it, is people tend to treat it as not a cure, but a preventative measure to the madness that most people get infected by.
Yeah.
There's definitely people who, when you come to town, are like, can I get some of that? It helps me. Like, the voices are starting to get louder. And
Yeah,
whether or not
okay.
it
And,
actually
and I
does...
think recently people have been like, man, I heard someone got healed up by the sauce, man.
Yeah.
Like, someone
I-
got shot real bad, but
I
I don't know.
since like we already established that, am I allowed to do like answer the source thing too? Can I say yes to that too, or does that matter? Because I have an
You
idea. now.
can. I mean, question
What's
is
your
like,
idea?
do you want to be to like have a strong connection between the grotto, which is like the water bearer place, and your place, or do you want to maybe establish that in play, or do you want to say we've already like established something?
Yeah, I like the idea, and I don't want to overstep on your character, but I like the idea that like we help each other get through it, and maybe I did lose it, and the waters helped me. That's how you figured out it stopped the madness. And it's
I mean,
only
I kind of
for-
figured it out by it helping me because I kind of went nuts towards the end there. Like Green's whole overarching story is like he was abandoned, he got lost, went mad, woke up by the source, realizing that it like helped him.
Yeah, because I had the kind of same thing. My thing was that like Graves has gone mad, but something made him come back, and it's just like on the back of his head.
Yeah, maybe I remembered you from like after I became the water bearer. Maybe I remembered you and like brought you some of the water, and it helped you.
Yeah, I think that makes okay. I like the idea. So I do serve the source, but only because it's the only thing that keeps me.
Is
like,
it maybe
okay.
where Green, like, he lives in the grotto and bathes in it? Are you maybe more like he delivers water and you make sure you always have a supply because you're that guy who's going, I'm getting tense. I need to keep. It's almost like not an addiction, but you feel
It's an addiction. It's like an addiction,
yeah.
for sure.
It's not like it's heroin that gets you high and that's why. But when you're not getting it, you start to have
Yeah, it's more
what's the word?
like Dr. House's Vicodin, right? Like it kind of gets you addicted, but it also helps you do the
Yeah.
thing. Although
Get
the water isn't
withdrawals.
actually like
Yeah, so like I
the
always,
water itself isn't addicting.
yeah.
yeah,
Not
so I
going
always have a
crazy
little
is
thing of the
addictive.
water. Yeah, and
There's a
my
water
idea
cooler
is-
in your bar, a glowing water
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably have the little water bottle, whatever, that I keep with me, and I always go to you to get a new one, and I have it like hidden somewhere, little tiny
Yeah,
one.
cool.
I crack, and I like sniff the vapors from the water. And it
Yeah,
keeps
I
me-
like that. Yep. That's
Making
cool.
you the
So, yeah, I serve
second
the source
character
too.
doing that because our angel has a huge plague doctor mask, and he keeps some water in the tip of the plague doctor mask and heats it up so he can sniff it. Yeah, I like it. I'm starting to think that perhaps part of the reason this little section of our world is relatively stable, perhaps is somewhat of the influence of the grotto. Like the grotto is, it's not exactly great around here, but it's definitely better than other places. And then maybe people snap less because they get water from the grotto. So you do a service, sir. Any other questions for the water bear?
Nope, that's it.
Cool.
And I don't add anything. That's just you adding stuff, right?
That's just Green getting stuff.
Yeah, that's me adding stuff. Cool.
Right.
Constantine.
Cool. Which one of you has slept in my... wait, is that the right one?
That's
the
a
right
That
one.
sounds like a brainer.
Which one of you used to ride with my gang?
Ha!
Green's like, that could have been me. His gang is old as well. His father ran it before he did. Like, it's been around for a long time. And I think people do come and go in your gang, don't you? Didn't you take the tag, like, desertion is a problem?
Yes.
What's your other question?
No,
Because I can obviously
didn't take that as a
only
tag.
answer one of them. What's your other question?
Oh yeah, that's not one of our tags, by the way.
No.
Nah. The other question is, which one of you figures that you could take me in a fight if it came to it?
Yeah, I'll say yeah to the first one. I used to ride with your gang. You know me from my wilder days.
Oh, there's yeah.
I imagine Constantine would have been really young, though, when you ride with the gang. Like, he was probably, like,
slave
14 or something at the time.
Yeah, maybe you weren't the leader of the gang yet. Maybe I used to ride under your father.
Most likely, yeah. I was probably one of the kids on the BMX
Mopeds.
bikes and mopeds and things like that.
I'm the buggy to your shanks. Yeah, that makes sense, but I got you all you One Piece nerds out there. Sorry.
Nope, sorry.
And the other question is, which one of you once stood up to me, gang and all? Oh, you take one hex, by the way. Green.
That's it. I think I might have, like, if you ever came to my doorstep, and I might have stood up to you because I felt like, because when he has enough force behind him, he can stand up. He's a talker, not a fighter. So I don't know how that would play out, though. I don't know if your gang would just kill me. So it depends on how Constantine runs things.
I mean, it depends. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of like the environment around it. Like, why would we come to you? Would you just like open a shop and we wanted to get your stuff? Was there like a deal gone wrong and you were there like as some kind of like intermittent character, like to calm everyone down?
I mean, I could see it being like what happens with real life biker gangs, where they just 30 guys show up and be like, cool, we're going to come and drink in your establishment, and by drink in your establishment we mean we're going to drink all your stuff and then not pay for it and smash the place up. And Graves just went, no, you're not. You're going to pay your fucking tab and behave. And
It's Graves, not Green.
Graves.
I know our names start similarly,
I
but
thought I said Graves. Oh, yeah. Graves
Oh,
said
you
that,
said
and
Green.
he said it in such a way that, I don't know, Constantine respected the balls on him. Or he did it in such a way where it was like, he managed to do it convincing enough that whatever town was near they were part of, like, went, yeah, you're going to do we're actually going to stand up for Graves.
Yeah, so like maybe like in part it was him, but it was like the people backing him that was like the part of it. He was just like the first person to do it,
Yeah.
and everyone kind of rallied around it.
You came outside and like the
Spartacus
entire
did.
town was there with like bats and clubs and crowbars.
Yeah, and Graves is a man of the people, not a man of the gun. So
Mm.
definitely how he fights.
So you get
Do you give out the hex or do you take the hex?
you take it. From your questions, they're just on your sheet. Second edition got rid of all the you give someone else hex stuff. You just take hex for
okay,
yourself.
so I get it. Okay, cool.
Cool.
That was your last one?
The other one was no one answered was Which one of you thinks you can take me in a fight if it came to it?
I have a weird feeling that you did that in the other game, and it was Embers we decided might have been the one.
No, Embers stood up to him.
Oh, Embers stood
That
up to him.
was.
Yeah.
It was the faceless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the face
Which,
has no problem.
to be fair, you
No.
probably could.
That faceless, yeah.
Especially now he's got a gang.
Terrifying. Cool.
Alright. It's me then, I think.
What was that question that didn't get answered?
Which one of you thinks you could take me in a fight if it came to it?
Could I answer that on behalf of the heart holder? Because he might be hanging around in this episode.
Yeah, sure.
The major.
The Major. This being a fancy to do event, there's no way the guy who runs the town isn't there. The Major is a scary motherfucker.
All
Oh,
hail
the
the
Major.
major.
I'm not afraid of the Major.
Yeah, me either.
No, me neither.
I'll fix that.
Nobody's afraid of the Major. He just thinks everyone is.
Just lives in denial.
Look, he's not he's not a full NPC. You can't just instantly murder him like everybody else in this world.
Okay,
You wait until I have a chopper.
all four of us want to murder him now, so guess what this episode's going to be?
And I have 30 people behind me as well.
No. We get the 2 choppers in one game, and Matt is setting up the gang war, but we just like suddenly shake hands, turn to the side, looking at the hard hole. Just like,
Oh no! Look at this new weird zone that just appeared, and this one here. Oh, that's a shame. Everyone's
oh,
dead.
that's a shame. Nukes drop.
Everyone,
The weird zone is when it
everyone
gets
roll weird not to just explode.
Suddenly, the ship's working, and you're all on a battleship floating down the sea.
Hooray!
Well, that was
On,
weird.
at Pearl Harbor. No.
Time travel happens.
Yep.
Oh.
Cool. So that's those questions. And finally, Graves, our new maitre d'.
Yeah, I have. No, the maitre d's dead. I have 2 questions, and first one is which one of you do I find the most attractive? Which I think is Captain Embers.
I mean, we're all weirdly attracted to Captain Embers by this stage, so it's completely understandable.
The
Yeah,
picture doesn't help.
it's a statement about my character too. Because if I was attracted to Green, then I would be on a different side. Like this is stating
I know.
who he likes, and the next one is which one of you is my favorite.
Could be green.
I think it could be Green because of our connection.
Yeah.
My other one was in Constantine because he just loves crazy things happening. But I think he would want Green because of the past we have. So
Cool.
yeah, so +3 with you on me. We both know each other very well. And then for everyone else, I write +1 because it's my business to see everybody clearly.
Oh yeah, I also write +1 for everybody because I see you coming.
I see you coming.
Wait, if you're going to use your hard holder for HX at the moment, should I ask my question of the hard holder as well?
Oh yeah. Can you trust him? I'm not sure.
Well, that's fucking useless. I need a yes or a no.
Oh, I thought there was an I'm not sure was one of the answers. Oh, that's the.
No, I think it's just yes or
Can
no.
you
Yeah, I'm
trust
not
the
sure
hard
if
holder? No.
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 Excellent.
And I might as well ask my majors questions as well.
Go for it.
All
man.
right, let's get it on.
Is there?
Oh yeah, to buy us the currency is barter.
It's just trade, and we also sometimes use for smaller denominations. People tend to use anything of a picture of people or people or the old world. So photo IDs are used as small currency, as are postcards, stuff that shows a happier time. That's how you'd buy a drink. You wouldn't just hand over a full barter for a drink.
Oh, awesome! So I just have a wall full of pictures
Yeah.
of the old way. That's cool.
Yeah. And then if you get, that's what people kind of used to, is if they want to just do small trade. Cool. So I have some questions actually. Why not? Which one of you has been with the major since before? Since before he was fully the major. Back when his dad was in charge.
Maybe me.
Yeah.
Maybe I was around.
You've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Cool. So it might be that one. The other question, I'm just going to ask this one as well, because you might like this one more. Which one of you has betrayed or stolen from me? That could be Constantine, or that could be Embers. Or Graves. I don't think Green.
Or Green.
Or Green.
Or
You're all
it
such
could be anyways,
shit.
we're not the best people.
But no, I don't think I had much interaction with the Major up until now.
I think if I betrayed him, he wouldn't know.
I'll be mostly trying to keep out of the Major's way because I don't want to draw attention to myself.
I mean, it doesn't mean...
Yeah, but
I think I kind of do what I want in town to a degree, but like I wouldn't kind of piss off people too much because not because I care what people think in town, but because my father would just get pissed off.
Don't want to tell that.
I think I would refrain from doing.
That's fine. That's cool. So, and I get +1 of everyone because I'm a hard holder and I kind of need to know things. Cool. He might not even come into play really in this session, but why not? So
Hey, I'll invite him. He has an invite to my place if he wants to come in.
I mean, I imagine as far as he's concerned, he has a constant invite because you're in his waters.
I mean, he can think what he wants to.
But yeah, cool, awesome. So, I guess with that we can kind of start playing soon.
yeah, after we've done the highlighting.
After we've done the highlighting.
Did you want me to tell you the people, interested parties, and all that stuff?
Yes, because there's a ton of NPCs involved with you. Lay it on. Give it to me.
Okay, so my regulars are Ba, Toyota, Litz, and my best one is Lamprey, and my worst one is Camo, Camo.
Best Lamprey. Lamprey's always the best for some reason.
I like
True.
the name. I just like the name.
It's also in the Roll20 Presents Apocalypse
Yeah,
World. Lamprey's
I was
also the
listening to
best.
that today, so...
It's good. Lamprey in that is just... He's just a dummy that gets beat up all the time.
And who was
Oh,
your
yeah,
worst? Worst was
chickens.
Camo?
Yes, worst was Camo.
Cool. And who wants in?
Gams wants in on it. And
Gams?
yeah, Gams.
MS?
Just makes me think of grandma. So a picture as an old person.
Got some nice gams
Oh.
on her.
Yeah, and then
This ain't no gam, fella.
I owe Bean for it.
And you owe Bean.
Yeah, and then of course Rolf Ball wants it gone.
Fucking Rolf Ball.
Yeah, fucking Rolf Ball. Rolf Ball is a real drummer. Like there's
Rolf
certain
Ball.
NPC names in Apocalypse World that are just always assholes.
Like balls.
Balls, drummer, Rolf Ball.
I can't imagine anyone's ever played a good guy called Balls. Cool, so your regulars are Ba, Toyota, and Litz. Lamprey is your best regular. Camo is your worst. Gams wants in. Bean, you owe Bean for it. And Rolf Ball wants it gone. I did have an idea for a character called Rolf Ball, although I haven't actually used him or named him, so he doesn't have to be this. But I was thinking one of like the old school advisors of the base was called Rolf Ball. But if you had something else in mind for who wants it gone, like if you wanted to be a war boss or somebody from the city, that's all cool.
I'm fine with dealing with a city delegate. That's fine.
But when I say city, I mean there's a city to the off in this direction that is just
I mean
filled with
for the base. That guy,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what you're saying?
he'd be from the base, not from the hive. That's what I should start saying the hive instead of the city.
Yeah, I'm cool with him being like a upper in the base. Maybe he just doesn't like the kids having fun out on the bay.
Yeah, or doesn't. Yeah.
Those damn kids partying on my lawn.
Bean
Get them out of here.
is Bean like from back from North Havenbrook? Is he like your original financier?
I cut ties in North Havenbrook. Bad things happen in North Havenbrook.
Yeah, they do.
So he's a supplier for something.
I'm just wondering what he supplies then, because you don't have any. You don't
I got
get
luxury food,
luxury food.
and I have drinks.
So is he maybe the person who does the hunting for you?
Yeah, I mean, he could be like the scavenger guy who finds the luxury food.
There is a group called the Olben Branch up to the north, named by our good chopper, Constantine here. They are kind of like wild people who are nomadic and travel this area and do a lot of hunting. They tend to wear like furs and stuff. I don't know if they'd really be the kind of people to want in on your property, though. I'm just sort of thinking. There's also there's a place down here, the junk farm, which is a large area that was once a junkyard. They took all the cars that made up the junkyard, used it to build a massive perimeter wall, like a good 15-foot perimeter wall that goes really far, and built farmland, like secure farmland inside of that wall. So they could possibly be supplying you with like fruit and like actual cow meat and stuff, like because they have farmlands and they are quite powerful actually. Like they're not a huge town, but they're a little bit like I've kind of got them pictured as like there's people who live in the junk farm. Like 1% of the people live in the junk farm. The rest live in this tower block just outside the farm, and then come into work and then go back out to the tower block. So it's a little bit like there's kind of like some old landownery types there. And they would definitely maybe want control of a nice club.
Alright, I owe Bean for it, so Gams would be the one that wants in on it, so they'd be from over there?
Oh, okay, sorry. So, Gams, yeah, maybe. Or perhaps you took... perhaps you're taking stuff... Well, that's the thing, you're getting food from the junk farm. So you owe them for the food. I don't know. I'm actually struggling to think because normally it's quite easy when it's drugs or alcohol because you've got like some gangster supplier. But when it's nice,
drinks.
Yeah, I suppose
mean, you could also just owe someone in the base who like gave him the place to set it up, right?
I suppose. There's a group that I've not shown yet, but they exist in the base. They're called the Foresters. They're a family, and when I say family, they're like one of those generations old like family of hard men. I don't know if you've ever been from a small town. There'll be like a second name in that town that you know. If anyone has that second name, you just don't fuck with them, because if you hit that kid, his like 18 brothers are gonna come round and beat the ever loving shit out of you while the granddad watches, like. They're kind of like that, and they own the stills, so they might be making your whiskey.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking, yeah, it was that sounds cool. So Bean's one of the people in that family, and he like instead of supplying, like I think is that where you get your stuff from, Constantine? Like your dad gets his stuff from, or does he make his own?
He probably gets some from there and makes his own as well.
Yeah, so I probably like Bean and me have a deal, but like the family might not know about the deal. And he like takes some of a shipment away and gives it to me, so I'm always supplied.
Ah, okay. And Gams wants in. See, I was thinking your place does like theater and stuff, so you kind of have to have a singer, don't you? Like some sort of.
Yeah, it's definitely like people can come. Like there's open mic or whatever. Like people can come and sing, and there's also like regular people.
God, post-apocalypse open mic.
Post-apocalyptic poetry. Is Gams maybe your singer? She's a bit of a prima donna and wants more, like, she thinks she should be getting a cut of the profits because people are coming to hear her sing? Or is it something else?
Gams can be a diva. I'm okay with dealing with the diva. It's showbiz.
Gams the diva. Awesome. Gams the diva. Cool. I like it.
Oh my god, guys, you're not paying me enough.
Oh my god, like, if you want me to do my drunk girl voice, I can totally go there. But
oh my god, Matt, I'm so into it. It's like gross, but in the good way, you know?
So Gams dies?
Great. We open on Graves strangling Gams. Great. Okay, cool. So I think that's our character stuff out of the way. Is there any highlight? I was about to make a joke about highlighting. Yeah, let's highlight at last. Embers, who has the highest? Who do you have the highest hex with?
Everybody's a +3 except for the water bearer. So maybe leave me till last, and then who hasn't highlighted can
That's fair.
highlight the
That's
shit
fair.
out of Embers.
Green, who do you have the highest one with?
Wait, it should be Graves, not Constantine. Wait, I confused the two, but it's Graves. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll highlight your cool.
Cool.
All right, that's cool.
And I think I will highlight. Let's see. Green's just coming to town. He's coming to do business. I think I want Green to be hot. I think I want Green to try and
Oh, for fuck's sake!
manip.
I'm 0 heart, man.
At least you're not minus. I'm not going to pick your good stats. Constantine, who have you got the highest with? Oh, there it is.
That would be you, the hard holder.
The heart holder. Oh well, who apart from the heart holder?
Rose. Or
Embers, please.
I
I
always knew it was Rose.
want you to be. I want you to be sharp.
Alright, cool.
I hate you.
We players gotta stick together, man.
What do I want Constantine to be? I kind of want Constantine to be weird.
I'll give him 2 worse stats.
Well,
Yeah,
let me have a look. Let's have a look. What's his weird?
No. You've said it, man. You can't take it.
Is his weird +1 or did I put that in wrong?
It shouldn't. I don't think it should be a +1.
I think it's -1. I think I just forgot to put the minusy part. You know what? No, let's not do your weird. I guess I'll do your weird one day. I want to see like when Constantine starts to crack a little bit. But I think it's too early for that. I think I want Constantine to try and be cool. Sharp and cool.
Constantine is changing today.
Sharp and cool. Yeah,
he's a changed man.
Cool.
I'm a very cool dude.
It's a cool dude. I mean, he is. He has +2 to it.
Alright.
And Graves.
Yeah, the highest I have is with green. I have a +3.
All right, I want Graves to be hot. You got a party running. You gotta make sure people know what's going on and tell them how it is.
Gotta get my way.
I want you to be hot and sharp.
Nice. I'll be looking around and talking to everybody.
So who didn't get to choose somebody?
Constantine.
Constantine? Cool.
After I've just pissed him off as well. So it's like, Constantine! What do you want to highlight on my character?
Let's see.
Give him
Would
hard,
you like
mate.
to know my worst stats?
I think today you'll be hard and weird.
Yeah, I've got -1 on hard and weird, but you know, shit, I'm down to play.
Let's see you be some weird shit.
Weird it is.
I definitely want Embers to be hot. I think this is a very hot.
Always hot.
This is a very hot group.
Yeah, it's real hot.
Hot and weird.
Didn't-
Constantine likes it.
Definitely getting hot in here.
I don't think anybody's. Has anyone got hard highlighted?
No.
No.
It's a party, man. I want to crash it.
Maybe this won't just turn into your entire establishment being murdered on the first game.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, if we got
You
plans
expect
ready,
too much of
someone's
us.
gonna die. At least Captain Embers knows.
Yeah.
I think it's worth saying before we actually get started, because I know Constantine won't know, and Graves I think may have watched some of the videos, but he won't be used to it. But when you're rolling, you know, like if you're rolling cool instead of hot, and your cool is highlighted, you don't get the XP. It's only if your hot is highlighted. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that badly?
No, It's
Basically,
hard
you get
to
XP
explain.
for moves, not for stats. Like you highlight the moves, not the stat.
Yeah, so if you're reading a sitch or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that 15-minute discussion.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, no
at the end
worries.
of which I got one less experience, but I'm not bitter. It's fine.
He's not bitter, but he remembers that.
I
one
just
experience.
mentioned it every game.
And like I always say, my reason
It's
for
been
doing that is
2 weeks, but I'm not bitter anymore.
Yeah. And like I always say, the reason I do that is because I think it's cool to be able to manipulate what you want the other players to do for a session, how you want them to kind of play, and if basically they make everything roll with sharp, then that kind of ruins that.
Yeah, I didn't take any of those moves just so it wouldn't be confusing or anything yet. I chose the two mainly Maestro D moves. So.
Yeah.
No worries right now.
Yeah. Cool. So
Not a devil with a knife. Yes.
no devil.
So, just so I'm clear, if I was to like read a sitch, I'd get experience for that.
Yes. But if you had like a skill that meant let you read a situation with weird, like you get some people who can do that. So you decided to read a situation, so you rolled weird and you had weird highlighted, you wouldn't get XP for rolling weird in that situation. You'd get experience if you had your sharp highlighted. Because basically when I highlight your sharp, I'm saying I want your character to keep an eye out and read the areas around him and think. I'm not saying, and that kind of takes away from that if it's just like, I'm just weird, you know. Cool. That's all we're going to talk about this for this game, because I bet people are sick to death of hearing about it. Yeah, especially, do you know the masks video we did? It's actually almost up to 100 views now.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I shared it on my Twitter and I shared it a couple places.
Yeah, I shared it a couple places too. It's pretty entertaining. I think that's part of the reason it's one of the funnier ones we've done. As opposed to this random rambling bullshit of an intro. Right. Yeah, let's get started. Probably a good place to just cut my video feed for a second. Cutting it now.